She wants to be up high with the kids. So the benefits of play, I think, are just so vast, right? Like physical, social, cognitive. Sawyer is so social that she just loves to be around people. And for kids, a lot of that social interaction and development happens on play structures. So if you think community or school, where do they go? Well, they go to the playground and climb. So she's excluded from a lot of those play and social opportunities with her peers because she can't get up and do the things that they're doing. Having things kind of down at her level or accessible through a ramp or some other kind of way to get to them would allow her to be on a like more even playing field with her peers and have some independence, I think, too, because she's 9 now. She doesn't always want her parents like holding her hand and carrying her and putting her up onto things, right? Like she wants to be able to explore on her own.
There's only one spot that she can access, and it's at least obviously one of us to help around there, if not 2.
We have 7 grandchildren in our family, and Sawyer is the only one that like can't be there up with us. And it's sad, like when we're all playing like a game of tag, she just has to sit and watch. It's not fair.
We avoid parks, quite honestly, unless I know that there's going to be places that he can get at, especially swings. He doesn't fit in a typical swing, a baby swing at all anymore. He hasn't since he was 2 years old. Just don't want the disappointment to go to a park and he wants to do something that he can't do. So just getting to one is huge in our area. And him being able to go up a ramp on his own up to the platform, and then we can do the slide just on his own, his independence, and me not having to hover so much and help him constantly, and him just being able to be a kid at a park. Because he is unsteady still on flat ground, so he wants a hand to hold even though he wants to go, 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 instead of just letting him kind of run to the park, grabs my hand and we have to walk together. So a smooth surface, he can just be free. For the first 4 years, Xavier wasn't walking. He didn't even crawl until he was about 2 years old. When he was crawling, if we were going to any park that had sand or wood chips, that was a no-go. The surface was of a different material that he could eat or get splinters. So having a rubber flooring or a flat flooring is ideal for the younger ones that can't walk.
I have a 2.5-year-old grandson who loves to go to playgrounds. Of course, he wants his Opa to come with him. Problem is that most playgrounds, they have sand as a base, and it's just not possible for me to go through sand all the way to the swings. So while I can go to the playground with him and watch him, I can't, participate and push him on the swings or anything like that. So that's a little frustrating because it would be really nice to be able to get right up to the swings or the playground where he's playing. To get to the playground, you got to go over the grass, and the grass is a little bit rough. And for somebody that doesn't have good strength, it would definitely be an issue to push their way through the grass. Improvements with an asphalt pathway with a rubberized surface on here that would be fully accessible. I think the biggest thing is independence. So now I can take my grandson alone. It would be really nice to be able to do that independently and get him off his parents' hands for a little while. He is a 2-year-old after all.
It's kind of sad because my oldest is definitely aware of like places we can and can't go. He'll point it out and he'll say, oh, we can't actually go there because mom can't access. Or he'll actually point out when something is accessible and like I am able, and he'll call me over, and that's really exciting. I think when the younger generation points out when something doesn't work, that it's kind of embarrassing for us older people who like, oh yeah, this should have been a thought, not an afterthought. Rubber is really a game changer because it allows the space to be wheelchair accessible, providing a smooth surface, but it's also more safe for children to play on as opposed to like hardcore cement. I think it just means freedom, it means access, it means equality, it means, being thought of in a place that's close to home.
When I was younger and had limited vision, the biggest challenges I was running into was color contrast. Silver playground structures and playground structures that have not been like colored to make it a little more contrasting can often blend into the background. So I often ran into things like bloody noses and bruises all over the place. You know, when you can't see, it makes it harder to even make use of the play space. Like if I wanted to use the monkey bars or what have you. My wife is a wheelchair user. I'm totally blind, and our daughter was fully able-bodied. Bringing our daughter to play structures was also a bit of a challenge because it was harder to keep track of her. Very high energy, and my wife couldn't actually roll on many of the play structures because it was either sand or gravel or something along those lines. I couldn't see her to chase her or help her. It created a bit of a space where, you know, even though we were trying to give our daughter an opportunity to play, it was really not conducive to our particular needs as parents. Well, for a park space like this, having a paved pathway really does make it much easier to navigate, whether you're using a white cane, whether you're using a wheelchair, a walker, crutches, canes. You don't have tripping hazards. You have a solid pathway to follow to get to your location and back safely. So it gives you that little piece of easy transitioning, which is fantastic. And the fact that it's going to surround the entire thing, again, that could be something for parents to do. I mean, kids are out there playing. We can only sit for so long. Being able to get up and walk around the play space just comfortably, you know, enjoying the fresh air, that kind of thing, having a place to sit and have a conversation, having a place with some shade, that is going to be a huge boon. We never really think about who's bringing those kids here. Are they adults? Are they grandparents? Do they need the accommodations themselves, right? This is the kind of thing that is going to make it even more accessible and more desirable as a family living with disabilities. Having a play space here, it's a huge deal. Being able to play as a kid in a space that's actually designed for you, that's a big deal. This will be the first accessible play space in our community. The closest one is Port Hope.